Good day to all. Our topic is impact of climate change on the transportation system. Here's my roommate, Duy Hao, Chi Heng, and me, Jialing. We will discuss. Firstly, we will discuss about what is a climate change. It is referred to the long-term shift in temperature, weather patterns, and other atmospheric conditions on the Earth. While climate patterns have naturally varied over time due to factors like volcanic eruptions, solar radiation, and natural greenhouse gas concentration, the terms of climate change today often specifically refer to the recent rapidly change large driven by the human activity. So the first is global warming. So the Earth average temperature has been rising mainly due to increased level of greenhouse gas such as CO2, CH4, and N2O. So from activity like burning the fossil fuels and so on. So the next is climate change lead to more frequent and several weather events such as drought and flood. So it also result in rising sea level due to meeting the ice cap and so on. So the next is human impact. So the primary cause of recently climate change is human activity, particularly the emissions of the greenhouse. So the lastly is global response. So to mitigate the climate change, so the international efforts such as the Paris Agreement aims to reduce the greenhouse gas emissions, promote renewable energy and so on. Next slide. Okay. I'll now discuss about the primary cause of the climate change. So for the first is burning the fossil fuels. So the burning of coal, oil, and the natural gas for the energy and the transportation is the largest source of greenhouse emissions. So this process is realized the large amount of the CO2 and other greenhouse gas into the atmosphere. So the next is deforestation. So it is also realized store carbon for the trees when they are burnt or decay. So further, it will contributing the CO2 level. So the next is agriculture and livestock farming. So the agricultural activity contributes to climate change through the release of the methane and N2O. So it's also produced during the desiccation process of livestock. So the next is industrial process. So the certain industrial activities emits a variety of the greenhouse gases, including CO2, methane, and fluorinated gases, which is techniques extremely potent. So, and the fifth is waste management. So waste is poor waste management practice, especially in the large city, can significantly increase the maintenance level in the atmosphere. So the lastly is land use change. So this change is often lead to more CO2 being the released than absorbed and exacerbating the greenhouse effects. That's all for me. I'll now pass to the next presenter. Thank you.
The first issue of impact climate change to transportation system is infrastructure vulnerability. Transportation infrastructure are most often designed to able resist a certain return period rainfall event. When the probability of a rainfall event exceeds this design threshold, the excess water may adversely affect the transportation asset. This could cause disruption of its usage or structural degradation such as road surface erosion, reduced bearing capacity, and shortened structural life. Earth's surface temperature record have clearly indicate that the climate of the Earth is warming, with the rise being due to the increasing concentration of greenhouse gases GHG in the atmosphere. Thus, in the next 50 years, global will experience a higher temperature, changing rainfall pattern, rising sea level, and more frequently extreme weather events ranging from drought to floods. According to Kai Liu, rising temperature can affect the transportation in many regions. This impact can be both immediate and long-lasting. For example, heat affect the runway, and hotter air can make it more difficult for airplane to take flight. Heat can also damage rail track and cause crack in the road. In addition, heat can pose safety risks to transportation workers and travelers. For example, vehicle can overheat and roadway joint can buckle, leading to accident. The second issue is reduced access to social service and necessity. The disruption affected thousands of workers, traders, and children going to school. Extreme heat will negatively impact pavement performance, reduce construction hours, and reduce worker safety. According to Arizona, increased vulnerability to inundation, erosion, and score from increased precipitation and sea level rise along coastal transportation, as that is documented in multiple studies. Climate-related impact on the transportation system. affect both urban and rural areas. For example, in urban area, heavy rain can flood tunnels and underground rail stop, it affecting resident ability to access critical service and necessity. According to Sazrul Lina binti Sadin, National Malaysia Railway KTM was disrupted for almost 6 months due to massive flood in December 2014. The damage include the railway quarters, signalling track, locomotives, machinery and rolling stock. In rural areas, there are typically fewer route and transportation options than in cities. A single damaged road or bridge can cut off people access to service and necessity, such as the food or medicine. Rural communities can also face rebuilding challenges, including being able to bring in construction material. The third issue is system cost and the economy. Transportation is critical to the nation's economy. It links home, workplace, and communities. It supports tourism and provides a lifeline during emergency. It also connects manufacturer with supplier and consumer with essential goods and products. Climate change will affect the other area may see the damage to road, bridge and transit system from heat, weather and rising sea level. As a result, costs to maintain and replace the infrastructure are likely to increase. The growing risk of climate-related damage to transportation infrastructure may lead to a higher insurance premiums and potential liability issue. Climate change impact on transportation can also have wide economic effect. The damage of the transportation system can interrupt the supply chain at local, regional and national levels. In some coastal areas, more flooding is occurring as the sea level rise. National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration say that urban area where there is a lot of pavement or where sewer system cannot handle intense rainfall also are prone to flooding. Flooding disrupt the movement of commuters, tourists and freight. People are also reliable transportation to get their job. The shift in temperature and precipitation pattern is also proven to change the destination choice by the tourists. The outdoor activities such as fishing, hunting may be disrupted due to the extreme weather conditions. Transportation system to tourist destinations such as Cameron Highland will be affected. Government revenue from tourist industry will be affected also.
Let's discuss how increasing sea level are affecting transportation infrastructure. As sea level rise, coastal areas are increasingly vulnerable to flooding, which poses a severe threat to roads, railway, and ports. Frequent flooding can interrupt transportation service or affect economic activities. Additionally, rising sea level can lead to erosion of coastal infrastructure, undermining foundation and causing structural instability and damage. Repairing or moving damaged infrastructure can come at a high cost, straining finance and sometimes taking money away from other important initiatives. To address this issue, we recommend that the following measure. First, consider raising the elevation of roads, railways, and ports facility to mitigate flooding risks. This could involve constructing new structure and on elevated platforms or reinforcing existing ones. Secondly, invest in coastal protection measures such as seawalls and lift to prevent erosion and manage flooding. Thirdly, regularly assess the risk of sea level rise to transportation infrastructure and prioritize investment in high-risk areas. Next is about the temperature extreme. Extreme heat can degrade materials used in roads and railways such as asphalt and concrete, leading to surface cracking, deformation, and a reduced lifespan of infrastructure. Additionally, rails may expand and bunker in high temperature, delaying trains and necessitating more repair. Furthermore, the demand of more frequent repairs and upgrade due to temperature extreme can strain maintenance budget. To address this challenge, we recommend that using materials designed to withstand high temperature, such as heat-resistant and advanced concrete mixture, in both new construction and repair the project. Secondly, is reducing heat absorption and thermal expansion on railroads and road surface by using reflecting coatings or cooling system. Thirdly, developing and implementing enhanced maintenance schedules and protocols to proactively address temperature-related issues. Let's start by analyzing the impact of extreme weather conditions on vehicle performance and fuel economics, including heat wave and heavy rain. Extreme weather events have a profound impact on the efficiency of transportation system. For instance, during a heat wave, elevated temperature can cause vehicles to overheat and strain their engines, leading to decreased performance and increased fuel consumption. Increased fuel consumption from engines running harder to maintain operational efficiency, raises operating expenses, and add to greenhouse gas emissions. This is a significant concern, and its direct affect both the environment and the financial sustainability of transportation operation. Heavy rainfall, its own set of challenge. Rainwater can cause road to become slippery and hazardous, requiring vehicle to drive more consciously and at reduced speed because the car must accelerate and decelerate more often to maintain safe travel conditions. Careful driving result in a high fuel consumption. This is a recommendation for how to decrease the fuel consumption. First is adopt advanced vehicle technology. Investing in vehicle equipped with advanced technology designed to handle extreme weather conditions can improve fuel efficiency. For example, vehicle with better cooling system or those designed to optimize engine performance under varying temperature conditions and can mitigate the impact of heat wave. Second is improve the road infrastructure. Enhancing the road surface and drainage system can help manage the effect of heavy rainfall. Third is promote regular maintenance. Ensuring the vehicle undergo regular maintenance is crucial for maintaining optimal performance. Regular checks on engine components and tire condition, cooling system can help prevent inefficiency caused by extreme weather. Last is encourage eco driving practice. Educating drivers on eco driving techniques can lead to more efficient fuel use. Techniques such as smooth acceleration, maintaining steady speed, and minimizing idling can help reduce fuel consumption even adverse weather condition. This is all for my part, and now I will pass this to the next presenter.
Okay, thank you, Chi Heng So and Jia Ling. So I'm going to present about the conclusion part. So that the human activities, particularly is the burning of the fossil fuels, deforestation, and the industrial process are primary drivers for the climate change. So reducing the greenhouse gas emissions is critical to mitigate the climate change and its impact of the planet. So for the first is increase the infrastructure's vulnerability. So the climate change significantly affects transportation infrastructures through raising the sea level, the temperature extremes, and the extreme weather events. So that the next is safety and the mobility risks. So the public safety and the accessibility are compromised. Particularly for the vulnerable population due to the climate induced disruptions in the transportation service. So the next is economy strength. So the finance burdens of the adaptations of the infrastructure to climate change along with increase the fuel consumption and traffic congestion. So the next is need to adapt the strategy. So address these challenges require adopts advanced vehicle technologies, improve the road infrastructure, and so on. So the fifth is important of traffic management. So effective the traffic management system, whether the resilience infrastructure, public transportation investment, and a flexible work arrangement, and so on. So that lastly is the global and the local response. So coordinate efforts at both global and the local level are necessary to mitigate the climate change impact on the transportation, ensuring the resilience and the sustainability for the future. That's all for our presentation. Thank you.